All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Shakes.
Welcome back.
I do not have the music for you, but that is all right. Week 14 in the books. Week 14, top 14. Gonna mix in all the games with it, but I'm tired. It's cold. Let's get through these top 14s.
14's
Um,
quick.
because it's a nasty list at this point in the year, folks. We are
I feel like it's a
officially
nasty list
14
after
teams deep.
one.
Yeah, gets
Is
weird
that,
after one. All
yeah.
right, number one, all one, two, three.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles. That's an easy one.
Eagles.
Eagles
Easiest one
only
on
have
the
one
list.
loss right now. They're carrying this NFL season. It seems like I think they got the MVP in Jalen Hurts.
Easy.
AJ Brown has been a huge part for that team, but they just destroyed the Giants this week, 48-22, division rival,
Destroyed.
destroyed
Destroyed.
Video Boy.
Loved it.
That was an easy one. All right, number two. I don't know if we're all going to be on the same page here on out, but I got the Bills.
Me too, Bills. Josh Allen's playing good enough to win games. Doesn't matter if they're
Really?
struggling, they're winning games. That's all. End of the day, that's all you care about is
I
W.
mean, yeah, you say they're struggling, but they've played some pretty good teams lately. And this Jets team is not a bad team at the end of the day. I know they looked like they got beat up. Mike White fucking got his ass kicked out there. But the Bills win 20-12 in a snowy day in Buffalo. That's what it is.
And TJ, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I will join you on that one. But all right, Roman, who's your number two
I
team?
got the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are number two in this league right now. As bad as they played the first quarter of this Broncos game, and they just turned it around and finished it how they're supposed to. I think this team is scary again. They can score whatever they want, um, get down however much they want, and they can always come back.
They weren't
And
down. Weren't they up 27-0?
no, oh, you're right. Yeah, they weren't down, but yeah. Or I guess they started playing bad and let them
They
catch back
did.
up, and
Yeah.
then
I think
they
it was
said,
tied at one point, or it could be capping, but
I think the Chiefs were always up one
okay.
touchdown. Now that I think about it, but they let them come back, get scary, and then Chiefs stiff arm back down. But yeah, I like the Chiefs at number two. Um, my Bills are my number three, so
Yeah, and the
not too
Chiefs are
far
Chiefs are
behind.
my number three.
Interchangeable teams, if you ask me.
No, big gap between two and three.
Wow,
I don't think they're interchangeable at this point, but
really? What?
I like the Chiefs here at number three. I think
They
I
have
mean,
the
they're
same
going to
record. They
be,
both lost twice, like bozo games. So I feel like they're interchangeable, to be honest. But
yeah.
like,
But the Bills beat them in Kansas City.
Very.
um, I forgot about that. That's a good point.
And I mean, the Chiefs are 4-0 in their division. Their division has not been what everyone thought it was going to be. I mean, the Broncos have been ass. The Raiders haven't been great. The Chargers have been very injured and playing poorly. But nonetheless, Chiefs are a great team. Like you said, Roman can score when they want, but this was a game that the Broncos felt like they wanted an upset. I mean, Patrick Mahomes tried to help them threw three interceptions. I know he still had 352 yards and three tutties, but that three interceptions is not a pretty number.
Travis Kelsey had like three big catches or drops. I mean, that should
Yeah,
have been
he did not
catches.
look himself in that game
Mm,
for sure. He was dropping. I had him to score anytime touchdown to save my day Sunday,
yeah.
and he did not. The other two legs had already hit. My Sunday was looking great. Not
Womp,
Travis.
womp,
Dropped
womp.
the touchdown too. He dropped the touchdown. So that made
Dude,
it more worse. All right. So we're kind of caught up through three. Number four, I got the Dallas Cowboys. I don't
Did
know
you
if
hear
you
they
know.
just signed a new star receiver?
Yes, they did. They added to their wide receiver room
There's a
not Odell Beckham Jr. Everyone thought
Is there a
you
J
thought
in there?
what'd you say?
Is there a J in his name? That's what I was gonna ask, but you said it already.
Oh, I didn't say T.Y. Hilton.
Oh, there.
You said a J. That kind of threw me way off. I don't know what you were saying. There's not an O, a B, or a J in T.Y. Hilton.
There's an OB or J.
New signed wide receiver. Cowboys are the fourth team in this league right now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, they were everyone was expecting OBJ and saw him out, but I've only heard bad things after the OBJ hung out with them. After they did the physical, his knees banged up bad. I'm hearing pretty bad damage, so I'm not sure if he will play this season. But I don't know. It's still relatively early, and I don't know. We'll see. He's probably waiting, honestly, for playoffs or close to relatively week 17.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. T.Y. Hilton to this Cowboys team, though, I don't know what kind of shape T.Y.'s in because he retired this offseason, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure the shape he's in, but he is that just dynamic, go get pop off like the top end of a defense. Like I like this move for them. I really do, honestly. I like adding this type of receiver to anybody's offense. The speed. Now my question is TY going to stay healthy and how long will it take him to get game shape?
Yeah. It's a good
Those are my two
question.
questions.
That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you, so
But
can't.
relatively, without that, Cowboys were the number 4 team. This Cowboys team is doing things right now that they haven't done. I know the Eagles are still above them, and it sucks that the Cowboys are going to be a wild card team and they have a shot at being one and done. But hey, that's what happens when you aren't the best in your division. But the Cowboys are still playing really good. And are we all surprised? No, because a lot of these
Nope.
people thought that they were going to be winning this division, but the Cowboys almost blew this game versus the Texans.
Yeah, but I
Scared
like
me.
I like those games where when this stuff happens and they come back and win. That like I like those types.
Yeah, that shows
That's a
you
good
that this
team.
is this that's a true team. Like I do understand what you're saying. They proved that they could have these comeback wins. And I saw a stat. Dak has a lot of comebacks. Like I think he has like 18 now comeback fourth quarter wins. So
Really?
it was a large number when I looked at the screen and I was like, holy shit. Like I was surprised at that as he had so many comeback like touchdown drives and game winning drives. But Cowboys did it again. They seemed like they were going to lose to the impossible. I mean, the Texans are one and whatever, um, fighting for that first overall pick in the draft. They're definitely going to get it. I mean, now that I speak about picks in the draft, I have the top updated list through week 14 of the top 10 picks. So let's go in order. Number one, Texans. Like I was saying, they're fighting. They only have one win.
Easy.
So,
Easy number one for them.
number two, the Seahawks. The Seahawks right now are sitting with the second pick, even though they're 7-6 because of why? Sir Russell Wilson. Thank you very much, Denver. Denver with the second worst record in the league, sitting at 2 slot. Seahawks own it. Number three, Bears. Bad team, but this is that's a great opportunity for them to get a good weapon for Justin Fields. Like
Yep.
that's prime spot for best weapon available because two teams are going to be biting and barking at the wrong thing, like a quarterback or something like that. Then you have the Lions via the Rams. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. That's scary.
That's scary because this Lions team has now turned up, and we will get to them maybe.
maybe.
But the Rams sucks to suck. I mean, you basically Super Bowl pick for your first round. I mean, Super Bowl win for your first round pick next
You'll
year.
take it any day.
You'll take it any day. Next pick, sitting 5, New Orleans slot because how bad they are. But who owns it? The Eagles. I fucking
Ah!
am so scared of the Eagles of the future because they had a great draft this past offseason. And they made the moves they had to. AJ Brown, they still made first round pick. They have the 5th pick right now sitting. How bad New Orleans is.
Hmm.
How bad is that New Orleans franchise right now? You don't own a first round pick because they go up this past year to get Chris Olave. Like
That's crazy.
I mean, that is a fireable offense to me.
No.
Chris
Yeah, I'm
Olave is
firing my
nice though,
GM
but
at this point. You made this move thinking, all right, you're gonna go get a good wide receiver. We lost a top 5. You just lost an opportunity at somebody better.
Chris
Somebody
Olave is pretty good though.
Christian Olave is great. I'm not gonna lie. He might win rookie of the year.
Yeah.
But you go up and make that move and you're this, but you don't make those moves when you're this bad.
Yeah.
You don't trade up in the first round and trade next year's first round pick and go, yep, we're all in, baby. You don't pull the Eagles when you're not built like the Eagles. You don't even have a damn quarterback.
Yeah, yes, they do. He's just not playing, not getting the opportunity to play.
Okay, so that's not a quarterback to me. You're not their quarterback. He's not winning it off the field. Obviously, there's something other than just like he's being sat. Like,
Maybe.
I don't know. But then you finish it off, round out the top 10 with Cardinals, Colts, Raiders, Panthers, Falcons, whatever that is.
Not a top 10 pick, baby.
No top 10 for the Steelers yet.
Not yet. We're not never gonna be in the top 10. We're too good of a team.
My bad. All right. So Cowboys 4. Roman, do you have Cowboys 4? I don't know if you joined in on that.
Yeah, I have Cowboys number 4 also as
All right.
well.
So sweeping the Cowboys at 4. Number 5.
Nice.
I'll go 49ers.
Oh, I think we're all in on that. I'm in on that.
Are you in on that?
I'm in on that.
I think the 49ers played great. They lost their number one QB, and I feel like they haven't missed a step. Team is playing fantastic right now.
They've
Brock
lost their
Purdy
number
is the
1 and
man.
their number 2 quarterback, Roman.
Oh, I
Not
thought
just
Brock
their
was number
number 1.
2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. I forgot about the number one.
You
Number one.
forgot
Not
the number
no.
1. They're on
That's good.
QB3.
Yeah,
That's
QB
good.
number 3,
And
and
they've
they're
dropped a
still
combined 60 points in
love it.
2 games with Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant's no longer Mr. Irrelevant. You're
The
relevant.
last pick in the draft.
You are very much relevant, Brock Purdy.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what college you went to?
No, sir.
Iowa State.
Off
What?
the top of
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Yeah, I just saw
Really?
TikTok today actually.
I didn't know if you guys knew that. I watched him in college. I remember him. He was like Iowa State's all-time leading quarterback. But
Nope.
yeah, I thought he was long gone. And obviously, didn't think I'd hear him again. But I'll join the train with you. I had the 49ers ranked lower, but I'll put them higher right now.
I like
I
this
like that.
49ers team. They're built really well, and all this QB needed was to have a little bit of fire and a little bit of passion.
Yep.
And that's everything he has. He's going to go out there and play quarterback. The defense talked about it after he came in last week. They said he's been playing against the number 1 defense all year. Every week. What better opportunity now? Like you were only going to play against worse defenses.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the
Smart.
game's only going to look easier to you because you're playing against the hardest of hard. You have the backups and you're rolling with 2s against the best defense. And if you make them look bad out in practice, you know you're going to make someone look bad, like the goddamn Bucks.
Iron
They
sharpens
made
iron.
the Bucks look absolutely terrible.
Like idiots.
35-7. You're kidding me, dude.
Terrible.
Where's Tom Brady? What happened to Tom Brady?
What happened to this
Giselle
Bucks
sucked the
team?
soul out of him.
Tom Brady was signing interception balls after the game. That's what.
Well, I mean,
Did you say Uggs, Bob?
what?
Did you say what happened to his Uggs?
I mean, he's probably got a pair of Uggs somewhere.
He's sponsored by Uggs.
Is he?
He's like the male like model for Uggs.
I mean, I wish I did say Uggs now that you said that. But I don't know where you pulled Uggs from, but I'm gonna say
Alright.
that I said that.
I guess I'm just hearing things.
Tom Brady was in
Not a
somebody's
good sight.
sideline room.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
that's what he said.
But the 49ers are a well-built team. Like I was saying, their defense is great. It,
Lights
it
out.
it's absolutely a great defense. I mean, the names they have, I just don't want to mention the players though.
I mean, I see the NFL having a great story, great script for Brock Purdy comes in third string quarterback and takes the Rams to win a Super Bowl. And everyone's gonna start comparing him Mr. Irrelevant to Tom Brady because he's from on the 49ers, blah blah blah. That would be a sick story. I'd be lit.
But what I was trying to say was I was trying to remember the name, but D'Amico Ryan, the fucking 49ers defensive coordinator, absolutely gets these guys fired up, gets his boys locked in, and
Yep.
he portrays it on the sideline. You see him hammering down and like with his boys. Like I cannot wait at his future as well as going from a player to a coach to a head coach soon. Like I love that.
AD.
The 49ers seem to be just rolling out coaches as well. Like it seems like they get picked and pulled every
Yeah,
year.
crazy. He
Um,
retired recently too.
yeah, he. I mean, we watched him play like a lot of football.
Yeah.
And
You know,
that's
it
why
wasn't
he's
like
a
Vrabel.
great
Vrabel was a
coach
little bit
now.
before my time. Like, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to him. Maybe just because he was not on my team and I was a little younger. But this is actually kind of cool seeing D'Amico Ryan, a fucking vet in this league, go to defensive coordinator, and then he's gonna get a interview at least somewhere. I don't know if he'll get a gig right away, but he deserves it. This defense on the 49ers has played lights out. To hold Tom Brady 7 points is not easy. And
This
to
year maybe.
absolutely like flatline them.
This year, maybe.
This year maybe it's a little bit easier, but I still won't say it's easy. And to win with a third string Mr. Irrelevant quarterback in his first start, that ain't easy. I will
No.
not say that's easy. So that's why 49ers are my number 5. I love this 49ers team right now. And I'm absolutely on the 49ers bandwagon right now with Brock Purdy. I will not
Yeah, I'm
stop
right there
shouting his
too.
name. I mean, because they had all the opportunity in the world to go call every former quarterback, every, Drew Brees, every Phillip Rivers. They had all the opportunity because those guys were probably biting at the bit to get this job because that team is stacked. And they go, nope,
Yes.
we're going to build within our own guy who's been here all year long gets his opportunity now. And they're fucking
It's
crushing
paying
it.
off.
45
It's
points on
paying
that
off.
defense, too. Like, uh, shout out.
Insane.
Shout
Insane.
out. All right.
Insane the
Number
membrane.
6.
The Vikings.
Oh,
No, the Bengals. The
Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals. I'm on
I'm
that one,
going
Roman.
Bengals.
Yep. Yep.
I think
Vikings.
after their performance this week, never beating the Browns. Um, I mean,
Oh,
not
dude.
never, but haven't beaten the
Yes,
Browns in
never.
a
Joe Burrow's
while.
never beaten the Browns.
Yeah, killing it. Jamar Chase, animal. This team is really not really good right now, but I think better than the Vikings, that's for sure. I like
No.
how this team is playing. Joe Burr is that guy. They're my number 6.
This is why they're my number 6. This is how you handle interdivision matchups.
Yep.
You shut them down 23-10. This is exactly a game that I expected to happen. I mean, Deshaun still is
He sucks.
relatively.
Like, well, we expect him to be good, but he just sucks. Like
No,
the
I
Browns
don't
suck.
expect him to be good. I do not expect him to be good. This is his like second game in 2 years. It's basically his first preseason game.
Yeah.
Like if you do
Next
the
year he'll
math,
be okay, maybe.
2 games in 2 years, like I don't think he's going to be. And I don't know if the Browns could even think. I think it's just getting him in the game speed, get him with the guys, get him back in the jersey, throwing a football, touchdowns. Like
He
that's what
looks awful.
he looked awful for another week in a row. That's 2 weeks in a row that he's looked god awful. But Bengals, that's how you handle it. Vikings were my next team, Trevor. That
Bengals are my next team, but the Vikings are higher because they just ran into a bowling ball coming down the lane. You, you're just playing a team that's better than you, and that happens. You're still 10-3. You're still first place in your division. That's you still have done that. You just ran into a team that is on absolute fire right now.
But when the Vikings have had such kind of like an easy path to like this 10-3, like I won't say it's not good being 10-3 or they're not 10-3 and leading in their division. And I did not call this because I did definitely call the Vikings winning, and I will hold that to the death of me. But this is a game that they needed to win. I know that the Lions played another great game at home. You know, they've put a string of 5 solid games in a row. Since I called out Detroit Dan and his job, they have heard that. So I won't take anything away from the Lions, but this
Don't take it
Vikings team,
personal.
you need to win those games. That's a division matchup. But 10-3 is still great. I got the number 7. That's still not bad in this top 10 right now.
Same,
Because
same, same.
I mean, there's some great teams out there. I definitely think there are better teams than the Vikings because that Vikings defense putting up 34 points to this Lions team. I know the Lions score very well, but their defense is not good, and you only put up 23. I just don't like how this game folded for the Vikings at all.
I think
I
they're better
agree.
than a lot of teams if they were play head to head.
Maybe.
They play the Colts next week, so they're going to get another pass. People are going to think they're good again, but I think that when they play teams that are at their level where they should be playing or above, that they
They
crumble.
beat they beat the Bills too.
Okay, one game.
I'm just saying the Bills are an elite team. Like they don't have that many injuries when they were playing. Now, yes, they do. That's why they struggle, or that's why they're slower in some of these games. But the Bills are pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody gets a fluke
they
though.
lost to the Eagles 24-7. They got shut down by the Cowboys 40-3, and then they
Two,
lost to
wow,
the
two
Lions.
teams in our top 10.
Yep.
I'm
They
just
got
saying,
absolutely obliterated by the Cowboys though.
it's nice when your team wins games they're supposed to, and that's what the Vikings have done.
Yeah, I'm not fine. I mean, this one spot is not gonna hurt me anything, Trevor, but I'm not moving them.
Oh
All right, next spot, 8. Our 8th team. Because Roman,
my
were
God,
you back to back Bengals
I
Vikings?
was back to back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got the
Um,
Ravens
oh,
The Ravens.
without Lamar.
I got the Dolphins here.
Mm,
Oh shit.
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins here. I know this is coming off of back-to-back losses for the Dolphins, but they're still a tricky team for me. I still like them, especially when it comes to playoffs because they have a weird matchup for anybody. But I mean, they lose versus the Chargers this weekend. It was kind of a game that the Chargers was a must win. It was definitely a must win for the Chargers. So I see them losing here, but Tua just didn't play his best. I mean, the Chargers did a great job in the secondary. Other than that fucking weird Tyreek Hill fumble recovery touchdown, this game, I mean, the Dolphins didn't show much, but I think they're in a little bind right now. So they've moved down relatively like couple spots for me. Um yeah, this Dolphins team just didn't get it going offensively. And that's kind of weird for going against the Chargers, but hey, when the game shines the lights the brightest, maybe they didn't pop out. But I still like them at an 8 spot. I mean, they still done a lot this season. But hey, Chargers were due.
I'm gonna go. Well, I already said Ravens, but not gonna talk much about them. They're not that good, but they beat a really good team, and that's why they move up on my list.
I
Really good team.
am.
You say a really good team?
I didn't stutter.
You said
I know I'm not lagging.
really good team.
You know, you're not like. I'm gonna go Dolphins as well. I think um, Tua did
Dolphins
have a
as well
bad
lost to a
game.
really good team.
Yes, lost to a really good team. I think just the Chargers defensive coordinator had a really good game plan this week, and Tua felt it. But I think this team should get back on track next week. I don't know what happened. I thought the Dolphins were definitely going to win this game, and their gameplay surprised me. So this is my number 16, I think, around seven.
You said the Dolphins
We're
are going
at
to get back on
9.
it next week, Roman.
Yeah, how do they play?
Yeah, the Bills in Buffalo in the frigid cold.
Frigid cold.
It's going to be snowing.
Oh shit.
And rumor has it that the Dolphins actually had gas heaters on the sideline versus the Chargers when it was only 50 degrees. So in the snow,
It's been a crisp cold in Los Angeles.
that Miami team in the snow, uh-oh. They might be moving down
In
list
the
again.
snow.
Uh-oh in the snow. That's gonna be my under bowl game of the week next week. So
I got the
looking for
Dolphins
my
at
next
9.
team,
I got
Trevor.
Dolphins at 9.
Yeah, so we're basically playing a little swap. I have Ravens here at number 9. I know they're not a pretty team right now, no Lamar, but they are 3-0 in their division. That holds very high because the Bengals are in that division as well. I don't know their matchup this year though, who's done what versus who, but Ravens 3-0 in the division. I got them number 9 spot. I think that fits well. They've still won these games they had to, even without Lamar, going 2-0 without Lamar. Hopefully he comes back next week, but we'll see.
I like the Patriots. I'm going Patriots next. I think come beating the Cardinals was a team that they should have beat. And
Without Kyler, though, that's what I mean. No, Kyler tears his ACL on the third.
And they had a scoop and score. So game's technically 21-2.
True, but this division is hard that they're in, and they're third at 7-6. I think they're playing great. I think better than what the Ravens are coming to. They lost their quarterback to. Is Lamar coming back next week?
No.
Yeah. So I think the Patriots are better, and then the Ravens are next for me. But I'm going Patriots
So
first.
Ravens are your 10 team.
Yes.
Bob, who's your 10?
I got Titans at 10, and I kind of hate it, but I don't know. They're definitely a team every year that I say I do not like. They win games, lose games, back and forth. They're 3-1 in their division. They're winning their division. They're going to go to playoffs. It's a team that's just going to be in the bottom rank forever. But I'm just going to plug the Titans in at 10. They still lead their division. And it gets sloppy after this, so I think they deserve that at least.
Well, my 10 team is going to be the Seattle Seahawks.
So we're all different.
All different.
And just a quick shout out to the Seahawks. How do you lose a game when your dog died? Turf the dog died. In your dead dog game, you just lose. Just a
Yeah, Shinny, you
terrible
lost
way.
the freaking average takes, not so average parlay on your dead dog game of the year under this bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
the Seahawks fucked the dog.
dude, Seahawks fuck the dead dog. You serious?
Yes. Not only did they fuck me, they fucked the dead dog too.
They fucked all the
Terrible.
average takes fans as well because you did not hit your lock. Everyone else did, even the guest. We were taking home free money.
Terrible.
Free
Terrible
money.
scene.
Terrible.
All my DMs are closed. Please don't even try to even come in there, do anything. They're all closed. I locked them all up. I don't want to hear anything from
His
anyone.
email's open. Hit me up for that.
My email's not. I actually changed it, blocked that, and I'm getting a new number tomorrow. So can't let that leak. Don't put that out, please.
Don't worry. So number 11 now.
Number
I'll go.
11.
Right.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Oh,
Number 11 coming off a big W. I think they're playing well. Justin Herbert showing them that he definitely was drafted first before Tua for a reason.
He wasn't.
I mean,
definitely wasn't.
I fucked that up. I knew I knew I was gonna fuck that up,
I
but
actually have a tweet.
Tua was
um,
drafted ahead of him.
ahead of him. That's what he's showing him why he was drafted. I fucked it up again. Whatever. Mike Will, Keenan Allen back. Austin Eckler killing it. This defense played really well as well against the Dolphins, and I like how this team is playing right now. Number 11 for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got a tweet.
my
You guys
number
want to see
11.
it?
My number 11 team is the Patriots. Uh, they win tonight, like you said, Roman. They are fighting for playoffs. They're in the last seed as of right now. If playoffs ended today, the Patriots make it. So I'm gonna put the Patriots right there, number 11, slotting behind the Titans. I don't like the Patriots week in and week out. They play the ugliest football, but hey, they are here in this spot. Number 11.
Number 11. My number 11 happens to be Jets. Jets. They
Really,
make their way, staying on my list. And, hate to see Mike White get absolutely obliterated and Joe Flacco has to come in for a couple plays, only for Mike White to come back in the game, get obliterated again to come out again. So the Jets are just doing anything possible to not get Zach Wilson back in this football game. And you know what? I honestly love to see it. They're a better team without Zachy Poo, and the MILF hunt is over. Nobody's looking. Mills aren't looking for the backup quarterback no more. Third string even. So sucks for you, Jets. You're number 11 team.
Jets fall off my list after a loss.
To a great team.
To a great team, but they fall off my list because I don't think Mike White comes back from this. That he went to the hospital, maybe rib bruise. Next week we see Flacco.
I think that's all part of his character. I think he loves that like adversity shit.
Maybe we might see Mike White again, but I'm falling the Jets off from here from now. Number 12, I got the commies. They are sneaking their way into playoffs right now. I snuck them on my list instead of the Giants because they have a better divisional record than the Giants. They have one win in the division. Giants have 0. So that's how that falls off that
Nice.
cliff.
that
Um,
sucks
Good.
because I had it the other way around, but now I have to put it the other way around. I had
No,
Giants
no,
commies, but
no.
but yeah, I got the commies sitting at 12. I still am not really the biggest fan, but hey, they're fighting for the playoffs, and hey, Heineke might lead them to playoffs again. At what point do they got to keep this man? Make him their
They have to
franchise.
keep him.
They got to at some point. I mean, he wins games. The team fights for him differently. Like he wins games. That's plain point simple.
Left hand up.
Okay.
I
Number 12 for the rest of us.
Number 12. My number 12
got the commies.
is
Just throw it
the
in there.
Aaron Rodgers worst team, the Detroit Lions. Like I said earlier, they are on a hot streak right now, 6 in a row. They heard Bob say Detroit Dan needs to be fired, and they said, you know what? Let's win 6 in a row. What? 6 in a fucking row from the Detroit Lions? I never thought I would imagine this. I never thought I'd live to see a day the Detroit Lions win 6 games in a row.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Plain point simple. The Lions are my 13 team. They're playing great, 3-1 in the division. They span together a nice string of wins. Keep Dan's job for next season. They also have a great pick in next year's draft. They are going to be a good team in the future.
Hey, Jared Goff looking like the vintage Ram quarterback that we used to see when they made
We all
playoffs with,
slept on them.
and I mean he's looking good again, making
Jameson
plays. Amon
Williams,
St. Brown,
I think he has
Jameson
the right weapons
Williams.
now.
he
Yeah,
has the weapons. Jameson
everything's
Williams
clicking
is
for
going to
him.
be very nice.
Yeah, this is my number two.
Amon Ron,
Amon
he's
Ra,
very good
very good. DeAndre Swift playing a little scared out there, in
because
my
he is
opinion.
scared.
I don't know what's wrong with him,
Jamal
but
Williams
Jamal
runs like a
Williams,
hungry dog with passion.
that dude.
Both of them suck this week.
Swift thinks he's way better than he's playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're going to be able to trade him for a good, decent amount this offseason.
Yep, probably to the Eagles because Miles Sanders is walking for a
for
bag.
But
a
also at the
bag,
same
A
hopefully.
time, Jamal
bag.
Williams is a free agent, but I think you have to lock him up at this point.
Yeah.
Now, running backs are so interchangeable. You can switch them every year, pretty
They
much.
they definitely could draft a running back, and he'll go crazy because that O line is unreal, and they're going to
Yeah.
be. Mace Sewell is a stud.
You
Yep.
guys see him
Yep.
catch that what was
Game
it, a
winner.
5 yard
Yeah.
out or
It
something
was the
like
game
that?
winner.
I'm loving the way the
I'm
defense
so,
lets the dudes who don't touch the ball. They like let them dive and then get up and then try to punch it out of
oh
there.
my god, I was just about to say that. How
I
did
l-
ref no throw, no flag or nothing? Panay Sewell threw a full swing at the guy and then just walked away, no flag or nothing. I was like, what the hell?
but I've seen a bunch of DBs do that, and I think it's very smart, even for guys that do catch the ball often, like tight ends. Sometimes they do it to backup tight ends. He's down, but no one touched him, and then he gets up and they sock the ball out. But my number 13. Are we on 13 now? Do you go Roman 12?
Yeah, Lions were my 13.
Lions are 13. My 13 is gonna end up being the New York Giants. I had to put them on my list. They needed to stay on here. That was my goal to keep the Giants on this list for the rest of the season. So they're gonna sneak their way into 13, even though they stink. Fluke team of the year. I called it. I knew it. You see that, guys? I knew that.
No, that I called that week 2. They ain't got no wide. I remember vividly week 2 going. They ain't got no wide receivers. They
And
ain't
then
got
they
none of
proved you
this.
wrong.
And then they went on a streak, and then they're gonna be bad again, and then have a bad pick, and then just be mid. Whole lot of mid over there in
Wow.
freaking Giantsville. Giants do not stay on my list. 14. Detroit Dan and the Lions. Or no, I already said that. That was my 13. 14. Los Angeles Chargers. Boom. That's it. That's how this list wraps up. Chargers, you have a huge win. Keep the season alive versus the Dolphins Sunday night. I don't know why the NFL fucking loves fucking with the Chargers, flexes them to Sunday night. 3 Sunday night football games in a like this year in 4 weeks, 3 and 4 weeks. You're kidding, NFL. Chill. Chargers pulled through though, 23-17 win. Shut the Dolphins down. That's exactly what they needed to do. I did not think it was going to happen. I picked the Dolphins. But the Chargers, much needed W. Love it. 14th team.
Yep. 14 is for me is the Giants. They played a very good team last week. Still put up some numbers. They play the Commies next week.
Oh,
And
don't tell me they put up numbers, dog.
they
They lost
scored 22
48 to
points.
22.
They scored
And with
22 points on a good team.
Tyrod was in the game the whole fourth quarter.
and they scored one of those touchdowns with Tyrod.
That's fine.
No,
Remember
not fine.
Tyrod?
Yeah.
Punctured lung Tyrod? That Tyrod. Same Tyrod.
Same Tyrod.
They got
But
obliterated, Roman.
they did not get
They do not deserve to
obliterated.
be on this list.
22 points in the NFL team is not obliterated.
You only scored 22. You lost by fucking
22, 26.
26.
To the Super Bowl winning team. It's okay.
Oh,
They play
My
Commanders next week, and they'll show you why I put them number 14.
Yep, yes they will, because they'll show them why I put them 13. My 14th team happens to be the best team in LA right now, and that is the Los Angeles Rams with Baker Mayfield.
what?
They were
What?
absolutely electric. I have never seen a quarterback come in 2 days, go win a fucking football game, and beat the Raiders in that fashion. Baker Mayfield on the Rams, though they are my 14th ranked team, only with Baker Mayfield, not with anyone else. On my note says Rams in quotations with Baker Mayfield, 14th ranked team.
I can't believe you just did that.
I can't believe you did
That
that
was
either.
hilarious. But yeah, that was a great game. I'm glad you brought that up at least. Raiders lose with 3 minutes left on the clock and a 98-yard touchdown drive. I mean,
Baker fucking Mayfield, man.
it was electric. Baker Mayfield
Electric.
of old. I mean, how
He's headbutting
beautiful is
people
it?
with helmets on. It was great.
how beautiful is it when a guy could just come in and play football? He doesn't have to think. He doesn't have to just play football. He
He
came
put a
in and
game
threw,
jersey on before a practice jersey
yeah,
for the Rams.
basically 48 hours in LA, and he came home with a W.
He
Didn't even
looked
know his
terrible too.
way to the locker room after the game. He had to ask PR. All right, gave up. Where? Take me there.
Take me there, please.
Yeah, after
So
his interviews post game, but great game for Baker. What a hell of a comeback. I mean, I talked about it. I thought he was going to get the start, but Wolford got one drive, and then it was Baker time. So my bad on the misinformation.
yeah, fucked me over, man.
What'd you
Because
do?
I
Bet
said
Baker
all
to start?
no, I said all week if Baker plays, I'm just gonna on the gut feeling Rams money line, Baker plays. I see John Warford starting. I'm like, damn, that's brutal. And then you tell me Baker Mayfield starting. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then
That
John
can't be possible. John Warford
Wolford comes
starts
in first drive.
one drive, and then Baker comes and saves the day. I was feeling so many fucking tornadoes in my brain. It was
I wanted it so bad, and I let myself convince my other self that the Raiders were
Left
going to
side
win.
of the left side of the brain and right side of the brain just
Yeah,
yelling at each other.
usually they're with each other, but then Baker Mayfield came in, and this side was going like this instead of like this, and I just went with the side that went like this instead of like this. So,
very
uh,
nice.
all right,
Insane.
nothing wrong with being average. That's it, folks. Pick'ems week fucking 15 coming at you. Hey, we're gonna
Coming
hit you
at
guys
you.
with the MLB video soon. Another one because we just hit you with the Xander to the Padres, so make sure to watch that one. But we're gonna hit you with all the updates on free agency, the moves, the teams, the big spenders, the $41 million payroll. Holy fuck! All right, all of that.
Stay
Soon.
tuned.
Tune in. Nothing wrong with being average. Thank you. Go
Assholes live forever.
Chargers.